Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is going on? What is going on?
Chillin', chillin', Mark. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm waiting on God of War Ragnarok, man. I'm dying to
You
play
got
this game.
you got what, 2 hours and a half to wait, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully. If not, I'm just getting a release date. I'm gonna get my money back and get a release date.
Okay, okay.
I
So
only
what you
pre-ordered
getting?
it to get it early. They're not getting it early. They're not getting my money.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay.
Even though it's $10 off.
So so that's the date for physical or digital?
Physical Wednesday. The digital too. Like yeah, like
But
midnight.
the early one is supposed to be physical or digital or both.
Physical.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
God of War Ragnarok is like right around the corner. This game is getting like tens everywhere. It looks
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. I if you played the God of War 2018, it's kind of like it's a sequel to that particular game, and that game was fantastic as it is. If they ever make a Thor game, they should use these people
All right. All right.
because
Okay.
that acts like is like Minior and fucking the way it comes back to you and stuff like that. That's actually really dope.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't wait for that game. I really can't. But right now, I'm trying to finish Platinum Gotham, and I'm almost there. I'm like halfway. No, I'm actually like three-quarters away of the the trophies. Now it's just grinding and freaking just finishing the game again.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay.
But other than that, that's what I've been doing. Um, I got some figures in. I got the Last Ronin NECA version of the comic book of the Ninja Turtles Last Ronin comic. Um, the figure's fucking dope. It's so cool. It's like
Now this
comic
one
book accurate,
is
huh?
this one is from the comic book, right? The
Yes,
Last Ronin
yes.
series. Okay.
Last
That is
Ronin
how old right now? Is it this year that came out? Last year? 2 years ago?
started.
Like how old is the
It
story?
started in 2020,
Okay, so it's 2 years. Gotcha.
but like a lot of the books delayed and stuff like that. So it started in 2020, ended like the end of last year.
All right, cool.
It was really
Cool.
good. It's a five-part series done by IDW Comics. Uh, it's a fantastic read. If you're a fan of Ninja Turtles, you're a fan of just good storylines and comic books. This is one of my favorite comic books I read last year. And yeah, they just NECA just did a run of figures. They have the first two, which is the full black suit with Mike. It's Michelangelo. If spoiler alert, it's Michelangelo. They
Mm-hmm.
have the full black suit and they have one without the jacket. There's another figure that's without the jacket and stuff like that. So I
Okay.
got my first one in, and this is the comic accurate one. Playmates did a last running figure, but it looks more like their line of figures. They did the regular one and then the black and white one, like you were saying. That was the Playmates one.
Okay, cool.
So
Cool.
it's really dope. I actually like the box because the box is the comic book cover art and it opens up like a comic and it looks really dope. So this is I appreciate with NECA that they actually make the box. It makes me not want to open them because the box them in the box looks really dope. So I'm like,
Is
uh,
so this is post no windows, but it has a window, right?
well, NECA's doing the Windows. They didn't never said they're gonna stop. It's the
Okay.
Hasbro that stopped it.
All right. All right.
Yeah. So their boxes they
That's
usually
not that's not
come
an
in book.
industry wide thing. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's mainly Hasbro. Like that's the only one that's
I got you.
doing kind of
I
doing that.
got you. I mean,
Um.
I understand it's not the most optimal for viewing of your figure.
Yeah.
I appreciate the covers that you can pull off though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I
that's one of the things I like a lot.
I like the NECA ones
So
because they have the book. They're like a book. So basically, the figure it has an open cardboard that you can see. Then you can see the window.
yeah, yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
So mhm.
So I got that in. I'm very excited. I really want to open it, so I'm looking for a second one before I could open it. So it's a really dope figure.
Is it a super expensive figure, or
Nah,
is it because it's new, it's still regular
it's like
price?
$34.99.
Okay.
They
Okay.
actually, I've been finding them on Best Buy. Best Buy, honestly, if you're looking for certain figures, look on
Yes.
BestBuy.com because they're starting
Okay.
to get a lot of NECA stuff, and no one knows that.
Understood. Understood.
Because
Okay.
I saw like all the horror ones on sale. I saw a couple of the Ninja Turtle ones on sale too. So definitely check Best Buy because Best Buy been getting NECA figures.
Ah, I got you. I
Yeah.
got you.
Um. Yeah, that's my only get that thing I got this week. Oh, and I got a SSD card for my PlayStation 5. I caught a 2 terabyte one for $100.
Now, what's the brand that made that one?
Sanksum.
Okay.
And it has the heat
That's cool.
in
That's cool.
thing already. It was actually really easy to do. Though I say the most difficult thing if you never opened your place the took the panels out the PlayStation 5, I think that's the most difficult thing to do. Beyond that, everything else was pretty easy.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
But it does make shit faster. Like I downloaded I downloaded Cyberpunk PS5 version on my PlayStation, and from what it usually will go for about 30 to 45 minutes for me to download it, it took less than 7 minutes.
Okay.
So that's good.
Okay.
That's the difference. Those are my updates. I don't have a lot.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm I might track down that the last runner figure because I like the design of it and it's a
Yep.
very unique looking
I'll
character.
send the link.
So it's just cool.
I'll send you the Best Buy
I
link.
did pick up, thanks to you, Mark. I checked out stuff on Amazon for wrestling figures, so I picked up and got an Oscar figure.
Nice.
Well, I think it's closest to her latest iteration, so it's cool. It's cool.
Um,
Um,
it's the one with the makeup, the green makeup on.
mhm, with the
Oh,
little
sweet.
mask, yeah.
Nice.
But shout outs to Ringside Collectibles for doing their Thanksgiving sale early now. Well, then again, I realized also Black Friday sales have started,
Yeah.
so that's the thing. So if you want to check out some wrestling figures, check out Ringside. And then what's the deal? They're doing a donation, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
something
for
related to
major,
major.
yeah, major figure podcast. They're doing a toy drive.
They're doing a toy drive. Yes, if you
Mm-hmm.
order figures from there, you can have it sent to the toy drive directly, even if you can't attend. I
Yes.
believe that you can just check the major wrestling figure podcast. They have I'm sure they have a website. They have YouTube. They have freaking
They have everything.
Twitter. They have all that. So if you need the information, they it all you have to do is check out major wrestling figure podcast on anything, and
Yeah,
it'll
it's
just
a very
show
good
up.
cause for Toys for Tots. So
Yes. Yeah.
they do it every. They've been doing it for the last since the podcast came out. I think the first time they did it was the first year. So it's actually it's a good cause, and I usually send something. I usually probably spend about like $75, and I'll send it. Send figures and
And
shit.
they have a bunch of discounted figures. So if you don't have that much, I know things are tight, right? It is what it is this year. It's 2022, but people can get some discounted figures,
I,
and you can also send them. They're as
I'm just
low as like
saying.
3, $4.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
saying. I'm just saying. Last year's top seller of the holiday drive was Sami Zayn. I won't be surprised. It will be Sami Zayn again.
Sami Zayn again. Okay. Okay. Okay.
He has a $3 figure on there, and I was like, yeah, but I think more people want that figure now, so I think it's gonna be more popular now.
That's true. That's interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. But just
Um.
something positive to shout out
Yeah.
involving
Definitely.
figures. So there you go.
Definitely.
Um, as far as game stuff that I know, I checked out the Target Black Friday catalog, which they say it refreshes. I think every day.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have different things. So today they have let's see, Series X plus Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 bundle for 300. That's $70 off. I believe you basically get the game for free. Arcade One Up Simpsons cabinet is on sale from it's 300. It used to be 700. It's a pretty big slash in price. But again, these are very time sensitive. So if you hear this, go get it now. Arcade One Up Super Pac-Man discounted 120, used to be 180. They got there's a lot of them on sale. They got the Arcade One Up X-Men,
Nice. That
and
one's
that's
a big one.
500. Yeah, it's 500 down from 750. The game Battlefield 2042 is $15, but from 30, I think that game is on fire though. I don't want to buy that.
Yeah.
Death Stranding Special Edition, which is interesting that it's here and it costs so much. It's $70 down from 100. I don't know if that's the one that came with a bunch of physical stuff, and that might be why it costs so much. If that's the case, if you like Kojima and you like what's that actor's name? I forget his name. That played Daryl. That's in Death
um,
Stranding.
I don't know his name. But Death
I'm so
Stranding.
mad because yeah, the guy. I'm so mad I can't remember his name because when I watched The Walking Dead, I knew his name, and now I haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah.
But he's the actor associated with it. It's a statue of him. I believe it comes with a bike.
Oh,
Not
okay.
sure. So that's why it's still because that game came out. That game
Norman
came out
Reedus.
years ago. Norman Reedus. There you go.
There you go.
F122, which is a racing game. That's half off. It's $30. FIFA 23. I don't care. I don't care. Don't buy FIFA. Stop buying FIFA. I said it. Stop buying it. It Takes Two is on sale for $20. Skyward Sword HD is 50% off at 30. Here we go, Mark. We can officially say a Nintendo game is on sale.
Yeah.
Saw it here first. And Madden NFL 23 is $30 down from
That's a
70.
dumpster
Didn't that
fire.
just
Don't
come
even
out?
bother.
But I'm saying, didn't that just come out?
Yeah, it's a dumpster fire, so don't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
bother.
makes sense. Yeah, don't buy. Matt, we 100% endorse this game, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, $25.
No, 100%.
Please pick that.
Go pick it up.
Please pick
That
that up.
game is
More
fantastic.
than worth it.
That
The
game.
Quarry's another one, $40, down from 70. Red Dead Redemption 2, 25, down from 60. Why is that game still so expensive? What? Why is it on? That shouldn't be that much. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, which I know that's actually a pretty cool game. It's on sale 32, down from 40. WWE 2K22, that's on sale 35,
Nice.
down from 60.
That was a good game.
hmm Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville, 50% off, so that's 20. Monopoly Animal Crossing Edition. I did not know they made that. That's cool. That's $13. Uh, I might be looking into this. Astro A10 wired headset is $10 off. It's $50 from 60. Just because I need a headset. I don't
Nice.
have one. hmm Then
Yeah,
they have
that's good.
HyperX Cloud wired gaming headset, $40 down from 60. They got a instant 3-in-1 charger for the Nintendo Switch. That's $24. Check that out. Carrying case also same company, $17. So if you don't have a carrying case for your Switch, buy it.
Nice.
There's a few more other things down here, but that's most of the stuff that I think is, you know, at least not super expensive. And you got a console in there.
Yeah,
Obviously, I don't see any sales for PS5s
they just getting in
popping up
stores.
yet, but I believe there are bundles
Yeah, there's a God of War
that are
one
out.
releasing this week.
hmm hmm
Um,
So stay tuned because I'm sure there'll be for other games, not that one, but I'm sure there'll be other PS5 bundles on sale. So
I'll
hold
say
out.
if you're looking for a PS5, if you're on the lookout for a PS5, look for the Horizon bundle, not the
Okay.
God of War
Okay.
one, because you're not gonna get the God of War one, but
No,
you'll
no,
get the
no.
Horizon one because that one came out first, and you can just buy God of War afterwards.
True. The other thing is also the Switch had a bundle. That's
Nice.
very recent for the new Pokemon game.
Oh yeah, yeah, but they had a special
Scarlet
system that
and
shit's sold
Violet,
out.
the OLED. So I'm just saying it's a
Nice.
thing. It came out. It
Yeah,
looks really nice though.
I forgot the Pokemon game came out.
hmm Has an unique. Joy Cons has unique etching on the Switch itself, so it looks really
Nice.
nice. Um. Oh yeah, you said you forgot it came out, so I was gonna ask you, did you try it yet? But
Yeah, I had no clue it came out. I know Bayonetta came out too. I thought Jinkies was gonna buy it, but he's mad that it's only on Nintendo. I was like, Nintendo just like fuck
see,
you.
that's how I feel.
Yeah,
That's how I feel. I mean the I did not see the scores for Bayonetta. I know they are mostly positive reviews from people that I know who played it. But the one thing that is unanimous is that yes, the Switch is showing its age. There are some, not a lot, but there's some noticeable performance hits in
yeah,
Bayonetta
yeah. I
3.
got nines.
So it's not like it's bad. It's not like it's don't buy it because it's on the Switch. But if you don't want to play on the Switch, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
So
Well, is it coming out later on elsewhere or no?
I mean, no, it's an exclusive game.
Exclusive.
Nintendo bought that. It wouldn't see after the second one. Well, after the first one, it was made public that it didn't do that well,
Yeah.
and that it would not get a sequel unless Nintendo pitched in.
Oh, okay. So it got Nintendo put in this one.
Yeah, they basically put the money down. It was like put it
Okay.
here. So
All right.
these games will not, as far as I know, they will not appear on another system. But who knows? Maybe Bayonetta 4 might be free. Who knows if
Maybe.
it does well? You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
Like it's the whole thing. Whoever wants to put down the money, maybe Sony will put down, maybe Microsoft. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Um, Also, I'm kind of I shouldn't be as hyped, but I'm kind of hyped for it because I did not play 3. I sat it out. Kind of hyped for Diablo 4, and
Nice.
they revealed the month that it's supposed to come out. It's supposed to be April. Who knows if it'll get pushed back to further than that? But they say April 2023.
Nice.
So
I did like
we'll
three.
see. I
Three was good.
I like I'm looking forward to it. Good. I know they supported 3 for a long ass time too. That's the thing. So hopefully they support 4. Hopefully 4 comes out with a good launch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At this point. So
Yeah, I hope
we'll see.
so. Um.
I think that's about it for like stuff that I'm looking forward to. That's on the horizon like soon.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not really into Sonic. It is what it is. Oh, I forgot.
I'm curious about it. I have a love for
Curious.
Sonic, so I'm like
Curious.
very curious about it. I'm looking
The,
from a distance, but God of War is this week, and I'm like, yeah, nothing's gonna really like take me away from that right now.
yeah, I get that. I get that.
Um, the Callisto Protocol is another one that I'm looking at, and I'm like, let's see where I'm at with
True.
God of War, and then maybe you'll be next.
Yes, that is true. That is
Yeah,
true. The other thing I did forget to mention though, but it's nowhere near coming out. They released today in 7 day 2022. They released a teaser, another teaser for Mass Effect. It doesn't show much, but in terms of like the implications in the story, it actually kind of is a big deal because it looks like a what I say it was. Then what's the name? Cerberus
yeah,
made Mass Relay. That's what it looks like in the small teaser, which is like ridiculous in terms of what it implies in the story of Mass Effect because Cerberus ended up becoming basically the big bad guys because they ended up being enslaved by the Reapers at the end.
yeah.
So let's see what this means, right?
I'm very excited to see if we get something from Mass Effect. I love those games, so I'm hoping for something good and not another.
Well, remember the teams involved. They're trying to go back to the people that they know that they had from the original trilogy. Let's see what's going down. You know
They
what I
still
mean?
in the
The
EA
direction
though.
to be. Hmm?
They still in the EA though.
Hey, listen. EA let them make the first 3 games. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They let them make the first 3.
Um.
We won't talk about the fourth one. We don't talk about that
That's why it
because
has
I
another
will. I
name.
will
It's
say,
not four.
yeah. No, but they count this internally, like this is being called Mass Effect 5.
Okay.
So
Uh,
I know it's gonna have a title. It's
yeah.
not just gonna be 5. You know what
Yeah,
I
don't
mean?
do that.
But
Because then you gotta play. Then you're gonna make people play a drama again. Don't do that.
I would like to give a shout out to this crew that they put up like gameplay and stuff. They do
Yeah.
streams and things like that. They're called Nextlander. They used to be members of Giant Bomb,
Yeah.
but they split off to make their own thing. This so in 2022, what they had did was they did it basically a 2-man play, well, no, 3-man playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda just to see what was up all these years later. And it's mostly not as glitchy, which is fine, but they basically came away from it saying, yeah, the story is the weakest part of that game. It
Yeah.
really is.
The characters too.
It
The
really
characters
is.
were nothing either.
Well, that falls into the story because
Yeah.
you got to sit there and watch these characters interact,
Yeah.
and it's
It's like
just everything about it is weak. It's just weak.
it's
So
like dry toast.
there are some cool set piece moments in the game, and there's some cool visual stuff.
Yeah.
But other than like, it's nah, man. It doesn't live up to Mass
You
Effect.
know
Even
the
to
only
3, which people give trouble, give some little. They poke it because I get it. I get it.
yeah.
There was some stuff with 3 that I didn't like as well, but like, it's still light years ahead of Andromeda.
The
So
only thing that I will say that I liked in part in Andromeda was the dash.
mm-hmm.
That was the only thing.
Yeah, yeah.
If I could get that dash in other games, I would be happy. Because it
I
just
would.
made you move
Yeah,
faster.
true, true.
That's it.
That
The
is
rest of
true.
this game sucked.
That is true.
I
But
tried too. I really tried to play it, and I
mhm.
lasted to about the same spot where I stopped before, and I was like, "Fuck this game." And at exactly the same spot, I was like, "Fuck this game. I'm not playing this no more."
Yeah, yeah.
I tried. Then Legendary Edition, they made me play that shit again. I blame that. I blame that game. It's all that game's fault. Because I was like,
Yeah.
damn, this shit was so good. Even Mass Effect 3, I actually liked Mass Effect 3. It's not the strongest one, but I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
2 is my favorite, like hands down.
Two's I believe is hands down the best one. One has a very very strong story. I will give it that much.
Yeah,
Like
I will.
if you go if you like what's a grade on a scale of, okay, I've played these 3 multiple times, gone through them multiple times. We know that 2 is the hands down the best one, and it's also the favorite, right? But one story, it does hold up. It is very very good.
I think they had the best end boss too, like Saren. I like the Saren a lot.
Yeah, yeah. hmm hmm
I
hmm
wish he had more, a bit more, like in the in game, because he was just like when he talked, he actually had good conversations and shit. So I would say that I would like to see him more in depth. But other than that, yeah, he was great.
Yeah. Also, I think that game also shined because you had the most time with like characters like Rex,
Yeah,
characters like Tali, characters like all the characters. They didn't have the thing where they went away. Because you remember 2,
yeah,
some of them weren't with you, and 3, some of them just they
yeah.
weren't even there because they went away and they came back. Like Rex is one of the best characters in that series.
I
Period.
love Rex. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually liked
Like.
his story too in part one, and like the chance. There's a
Mhm.
point that you have a option to shoot him. I like that whole
Yep.
story. Like I understood Rex. I was like, yeah, dude, these guys try to exterminate your fucking culture. Like, yeah, I would be mad too.
And then they tried to. Did somebody promise to bring them back, and they made clones, and
Yeah,
like, okay, they're gonna bring us back. I mean, sure, they're gonna use us as slaves, but
but it was good stuff.
there'll be more than 5 of us.
Yeah,
That's the thing. It's
yeah,
like I don't know how else to say this. There's not that many. We're gonna die. So
yeah.
yeah, I get it. I get it.
I liked a lot of things in that, but
hmm
yeah, like those games were great. Yeah, I really enjoy those games. Need
That's
more
true.
of those.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Hopefully,
The
it comes back good.
the other thing I just wonder. Hmm, I just really, really, really wonder because it has the color scheme. Like, did you see it?
Of what?
Let me see if I can send you the picture of what it looks like. The picture of the actual. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you on here so you can see it. But they actually just have the picture of what the structure looks like.
Oh, okay.
And if you know Mass Effect and you know that color scheme, you know that Cerberus's color scheme.
Oh, you
That's
know,
not
I
the
looked at it. Yeah, yeah, 100% is
yeah.
Cerberus.
So like I'm just wondering,
Oh yeah, that's
hmm,
definitely Cerberus.
that's definitely Cerberus.
The black and the yellow. Yep,
Yep,
they gonna
the
fuck shit up.
orange, yeah, yep. So I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Yeah. See what happens. Loose man's gonna come and try to kill everybody.
I wonder what's left. Remember,
Yeah,
who knows the story they took for the actual ending? Which
yeah,
one was it?
yeah. It might
So
have. It could be the one that he made everyone cybernetic.
cybernetic could be.
That makes more sense.
Hmm.
Cause then they take away humanity, and then Cerberus still trying to like, oh hell no, they ain't working
Yeah, that's true.
for humans. I would like to see
That's
if it's not Shepard that's returning. I would like to for you to actually make your own guy or girl,
yeah.
because I
Hmm.
want to be an alien. Like I would like to be a Terrian or any or a Rex or something like that. Like or like a I would like to. I think that will be a good way to bring that back. Is just to make your own character.
I think so. I
Me
think so.
too.
We'll see.
Let's
We'll
see.
see though.
It's a long way from now. I think it'll probably come in like 2 years, 2 3 years.
Yeah, they don't have anything. Okay, so here's my question. Do you remember, did they say anything like to when to expect the Mass Effect? Did they say like 2025 or
No,
something like that?
no.
They didn't put anything,
They
right?
just said it's
Okay.
coming.
It's coming.
Like we doing it.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna
And they said
happen.
they're also BioWare is also making N7-day DLC for The Sims 4. So if you have The Sims 4,
There you
there you
go.
go.
There you go. Miranda suit.
Oh.
Oh man. So
No, it just looks like t-shirts. I wasn't look that great.
bro.
I don't see any suits yet, so maybe.
So talking about EA, they signed a deal with Marvel to do a couple Marvel games.
I did see that, and it made me skeptical as hell.
So the only good news I have off of it is the Iron Man game. So the Iron Man game is being made by the people that's doing the Dead Space remake.
Okay, cool.
So I have a little hope in that because that game actually looks really good.
All right, all
So I'm
right,
like, huh, okay, EA,
all right.
I see you. I don't trust you, but I see
Yeah, I
you.
don't trust you. Yeah,
If Respawn is not doing one of them games, it's a shame. Respawn gotta do everything. Like I like Respawn. I think that's the only EA thing I'm actually like.
the other thing that um, they made front and center in that announcement was that they were gonna be different.
Yeah,
They were not part of a continuing storyline, and I think they said that a majority of them are story based.
yeah, they all go in single player.
And say, oh, okay, I didn't know if they said single player specifically. Okay,
So Iron Man's gonna be, I think, first on the line. I think Black Panther was announced. It's gonna be one of them as well.
yeah.
So if there's a Marvel character that you want to be made in the game, in EA's realm, what would you make?
I mean, I don't necessarily mean just EA, but if you mean as a part of this,
Yeah,
I would say I want some street level heroes to get games. I want an Iron Fist game. I want a Luke Cage game. I want a who else is like street? Where's Daredevil?
why don't we do like a Heroes for Hire, or maybe
Why not?
A Marvel Knights game? That's
Why
like a
not?
beat 'em up, like made by the people that did Streets of Rage.
Why not?
Do like Iron Fist,
But
Luke
like if you're
Cage,
gonna
Shang Chi, and Blade.
yeah. Yeah, why not?
I'm
I'm just
for
saying.
that.
Like where are they? Or here's the other thing. At some point, I think somebody needs to make a game starring the villains.
Hmm.
Maybe not the Thunderbolts per se, but I would love a game where you're a bunch of street level thugs, like the street level villains like Shocker and Scorpion and all that, and you gotta fight the superheroes, and you get your little wins off, but at the end, you're gonna get your ass beat. Like
Well,
there's some stuff like that, or like if every chapter was a different street level villain, and at the end you faced off against that villain's hero.
you
Because
lose.
how cool would it be if you had a chapter and you were freaking Stilt Man? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Still,
right, but I'm saying there's no realistic way that these villains are ever going to get shine.
yeah, that's true.
A lot of them are going to get shine. You know what I mean? Like, so if
I wouldn't
somebody
mind.
said, well, screw this, I'm taking all these D level villains. Yo, I'm taking Avalanche. I'm taking Pyro. I'm taking. I don't want to keep saying members of the Brotherhood, but like
Like
just
those are the ones I know.
other. No, they're the ones
It's
I know. But
Shocker,
like between Spider-Man's villains and
Boomerang.
the X-Men D tier, Boomerang. But like
I would like to be
seriously
Green
though,
Goblin. Fly around with the
I
glider
think
and
he's too
shit.
high tier. I mean, yes, you're right.
Hobgoblin
Spider-Man
then.
3 tried it and it wasn't great.
You know who did a good one? Lego Marvel.
Cool. Oh, okay. Okay.
Lego does
I see
everything
that.
good. They do
They do.
everything simple and they do it make
Yeah,
it good.
I think that's why. Yeah, the simpler the better. I mean, you're not
Yeah.
wrong. The simpler the better. It is what it is. But that's just my take. If you're gonna do something cool and innovative, and then put money behind it, yeah, let's do something new.
Well, DC's kind of doing something like that with Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but it's too high.
Yeah,
Like the thing about them is that they are a well-known quantity, and they're too popular. Like
that is
I
true.
need Scrubs. I
You
need
need
Scrubs, dog.
you need the Scrubs or the Great Lake
I'm not
Avengers.
talking about a story that ends up where Galactus and Thanos is here or Doctor Strange. No, no, no. I don't want anybody above a certain power level.
Yeah,
I just want D tier. I
D-
want guys that rob banks and blow up stores and shoot up the streets. I don't want guys that are in space doing crazy stuff. No, no, no.
no.
So that's
All right.
that's all I really want.
Oh man. All right.
So
That sounds good.
mhm, mhm.
And
Maybe somebody will steal that idea in the future.
there you go. And Marvel Knights beat 'em up game made by Streets for Rage people.
Yeah, why not?
Yes. I'll put Moon Knight. So Marvel Knights
Okay.
would consist. All right. So you could have like the two main being Iron Man, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage, Shang Chi. You could have Daredevil in that game. You could have Punisher in that game. Moon Knight. Um, Jessica Jones. You could have
Mm-hmm.
Elektra, and
Mm-hmm.
just throw another one. Put X-23 in there. Why not?
Okay.
Just so you have an
Okay.
even ballot of women in there too.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not?
Yes. Maybe Kane.
I mean, you can
Scarlet
put
Spider.
whatchamacallit from the Avengers in there. I think what's her name? Tigra.
Tigra, yeah, you could do that too.
Tigra. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of characters that we see them all the time, but they're
Or
never in a game.
Misty Knight, I think. She was part of the Marvel Knights.
Okay.
There you go.
But I'm just saying, like, there's characters that they're never in a game,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Well, they're all in Lego Marvel.
That's true.
Every
Not
single one of
not
them.
wrong. Not wrong.
Go play Lego Marvel. You get to play all your favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
They even have the
Mm-hmm.
Blob. You could be Big Bertha. You could be you could be a lot
You
of
could
kids'
play as the
characters.
Blob.
Yeah, Blob is in
Wow,
the game.
that's crazy.
Big Bertha's in the game too. You know, it's Big
Isn't Big
Bertha.
Bertha the lady from DC though?
She's
That's a
in
different Big Bertha.
no. There's a character named Big Bertha in Marvel that she's part of
Okay,
the
okay.
Great Like Avengers, and that she's a
Oh, I'm thinking of Big
supermodel.
Barda. It's a
Big
difference.
Barda,
It's a
yeah,
difference. Okay.
yeah. That she's a supermodel and it turns into a big
That's the
lady.
lady that they have on She-Hulk or no?
Um,
Because
yeah,
isn't that
no,
similar? It's similar to that
similar to
lady,
that,
right?
yeah.
All right, cool, cool.
The Mr. Immortal they had in She-Hulk.
Gotcha,
That
gotcha,
was a Great Lake
gotcha.
Avenger as well.
I mean, where's the elongated man?
Yeah,
Is he in
no, that's
Lego
DC.
Marvel too? Oh wait, that
He is in Lego
no. So
Marvel.
what's the
He's in Lego DC, but
he's in Lego DC?
he is in
Oh
Lego.
my damn! No, 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 no. Wait, Mark, isn't there in Marvel another guy that stretches?
Um, yeah, he's a flat man or something like that.
Flat Man.
He's
Okay, okay.
yeah, he's flat. He
But
stretches and
again,
flat.
he's another D tier hero.
Yeah,
Is what I'm saying.
yeah, just the
Come
whole
on,
Great
let's
Lake
get the D
Avengers,
tiers.
like that whole team.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
It's a bunch of C grade characters.
Come on, like, why not?
Damn.
So that's what I want.
Yep, yep. All right, are you ready to go to our comic book theater?
Yes, sir. So this week we have X-Men: The Last Stand,
It's not the
X3.
last stand. They lied to us. There's like 5 other movies after
Well,
this.
the it was at the time. Well, just put it that way. So this one is from 2006,
Yep,
PG-13,
yep.
an hour 44.
Too long.
Uh, you know what? Maybe a little bit. Maybe
Yeah,
a little
I'll
bit.
shade off like 10 minutes of the about 20
Yeah, maybe 10
minutes.
minutes. 10 minutes. But no, it didn't stay as it didn't overstay its welcome too bad.
I'll cut down like
The
Phoenix staring at people down a little bit because that's all she did. Just stared at you.
Hey man, she ain't had to lift no hands to make you die. That's all I'm saying. She ain't lift no hands.
She killed Cyclops. I'll forgive her.
So release date, they do not have it in order. What's up with that?
This released May
You notice
28th.
that? I'm May 28th. Okay. That's May 28th, 2006. This movie stars, this is the movie, the order they have it in, Hugh Jackman as Logan / Wolverine, Halle Berry, Aurora Monroe / Storm, Ian McKellen as Eric Lensher / Magneto, Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier, Famke Janssen as Jean Grey / Phoenix, Anna Paquin as Marie / Rogue, Kelsey Grammer as Dr. Henry Hank
That was my
McCoy
favorite
/ The Beast.
casting in this movie.
Yes. Yeah, that was a fantasy casting.
That was like
Definitely.
on
100%.
point. That was the only thing in this movie for me that was on point was Beast.
Hmm.
Actually, I'll say the casting wasn't the bad part. It was just the
I mean,
execution was
I
the
mean,
bad part.
Elliot Page as Kitty Pryde was fine.
Yeah, I was fine
They
with that
had the
too.
100% the look. So
That and
yeah,
Juggernaut. I thought Juggernaut was a good pick. Vinny Jones was good for
true, true,
Juggernaut.
true.
It's just I hate the way he looked like a running penis.
Yeah, he didn't have the best outfit. It was kind of whack.
He was a running cement penis.
Um, he was the victim of the realism era. We can't have fantastical costumes. We can only wear black leather
Black
or
leather
realistic looking stuff. So
or
you got to wear this
dominatrix
dirty
shit.
looking metal stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. James Marsden, aka Sonic's friend, as
Sonic's
Scott
homeboy.
Summers, Cyclops. Uh, Rebecca Romaine as Raven Darkholme / Mystique. Sean Ashmore, aka what's the name of the game where he was the main character? I'm forgetting.
um,
For Xbox. Alan, no, not Alan Wake. It was the
Quantum
same people.
Quantum Break.
It was a Quantum Break?
Quantum
Yes,
Break.
he
Yes,
was
it is.
Mr. Quantum Break. Bobby Drake / Iceman. Aaron Stanford as John Allardyce / Pyro. And we got Vinnie Jones, Kane Marco, the Juggernaut. Elliot Page as Kitty Pryde / Shadowcat. We have Daniel Cudmore as Peter Rasputin / Colossus. Ben Foster as Warren Worthington III
This
/
was like a
Angel.
waste of fucking time.
Yeah, his
And I like Ben Foster as
his
an actor.
subplot was kind of whack.
Yeah, it was trash.
It was kind of whack.
And I like him as an actor.
He
He's
was
a really good
literally
actor.
there for visuals. He was literally there for screenshots and visuals because most of his scenes were just him showing up and posing or flying away, and
Or cutting his
that was
wing.
it. But that was like the only real story
Yeah,
relevant part they had of him.
I didn't like it.
Because most of the stuff was his father, which is played by Michael Murphy, Warren Worthington II, who came up with basically another plot from the second movie to make a cure. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Dania Ramirez as Callisto, which I think was the worst power change in this entire movie.
Yes.
Made no sense to change up her power set. Shorey Ag-Lu as Dr. Kavita Rao. Joseph Summer as the president. Has no name.
Yeah.
He's the president. I thought this was a cool little bit of like casting Bill Duke as he's Bolivar Trask in this movie, which
Yeah.
is interesting. Eric Dane as Multiple Man. Desiree Zu. Oh well, I don't really need to talk about the parents.
Yeah.
Let's try to go to the else. Chris Claremont as Lawnmower Man. And I thought that was a character until I realized no, it was just a man with a lawnmower, which is funny. Stan Lee was Water Hose Man.
Yes.
Which I was like, that another character? No, just a man on his lawn with the water hose. That's it.
That's the world's worst duo: lawnmower man and water hose man.
Oh shit!
They take on condiment man.
See. Who else they have that's of? So Cameron Bright played Jimmy/Leech, which was a major character, which I don't know why he's all the way down here in casting.
Jubilation Lee.
Jubilation Lee, who was in there for like 2 minutes.
Ki Wong.
That's Kia Wong. That's
there's
who else?
nothing else.
Shauna Kane as Siren. She was probably in there for like 2 minutes, maybe in the background, maybe for a little bit more. Luke Paul as Flea. I hardly saw him. Don't even have a picture. Lloyd Adams as Lizard Man. Don't know what character that was. They don't even have a picture of him in the movie, but he has a name, Lizard Man. These guys were mutants. I don't know what they're from. Little Fat and Big Fat and Fat. Yeah. PHAT. So Richard Yee, Little Fat, Via Saleh, what was it? Alma? Yeah, Amoa as Fat. They didn't really have any significance. They just showed up. They're mutants. If your favorite character is Fat, congratulations. They made it in the movie. One of the biggest disgraces of this entire movie, she looks so cool, and she had like literally 30 seconds of screen time. Psylocke.
Yeah.
Because it was an alternate look for her character, and she looked badass.
Yeah.
And she literally just like grabbed a guard and stood there looking cool in another scene. Like,
you wanna know what's funny?
Oh, it made me so mad.
This doesn't change later on either, because they had Olivia Munn play Psylocke, and she was on screen for maybe less than 5 minutes as well.
And she looked 100%
awesome.
like the character.
Yeah, and it pissed me off. I think that was that movie just pissed me off because of that.
Yeah, and her name was May, the actress May Melancon.
Yeah.
Also, another character who got more time on the screen than Psylocke, looked cool as hell, but I don't know who she is. The actress Omahira. And the character she played was Arclight. I'm not familiar with the character in the books.
Yeah.
But I'm 100% upset that she got 150% more screen time than an established character in Psylocke. So mad. Let's see, who else do they have that was actual characters? Ken Leung was Kid Omega. That was the Spike guy that killed the doctor at the end. Yep. He had more screen time than a lot of characters. Did one significant thing. I was so mad. I don't know the character Kid Omega though. Do you know the character?
I have no clue who that is.
Okay. Another character who got his race changed for no reason, got his power set reduced to just doing one thing, and was a bad guy for no reason. Lance Gibson played Spike, who's one of like the most endearing characters from that era when they made him. And they just turned him into some generic mercenary looking dude that threw his spikes. I was just so mad.
So Kid Omega actually exists. He's a character.
Yeah. They're real characters, but like I don't know who they are.
He's part of the new X-Men. He was part of the new X-Men group.
Okay. But Spike, total disgrace to his character. Don't know why they changed him. He could have been one of the kids in the mansion. Yeah. He was at the time, right?
Yep.
Makes no sense to me. Just trying to see any other of the mutants. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
In terms of every mutant, that's it.
Yeah.
And Omega Muti, I don't know who that is, but played by David Smith. That was one character. I think they tried to have a character again that had all the powers or something like that. Yeah. Didn't work out. So basically This story kind of follows on the heels of the last movie. You have Wolverine still dealing with some stuff. You have Cyclops still dealing with some stuff in the beginning. Um, because Jean died, obviously. This is the direct sequel to X2.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Um, so with that said, we're continuing that story of the X-Men kind of trying to move on after Jean passed in the last movie. They sacrificed herself to get them out of there, but they do feel that something is still around. Um, Unfortunately, when she comes back, she finds Cyclops first. And she is not Jean Grey as they knew her. She is inhabited by the Phoenix Force, which is how she survived. Phoenix does not care about Cyclops and immediately disintegrates
Yep.
in one of my least favorite scenes in any of these movies. I was so mad in the movies when she killed Cyclops. I was so
Yeah.
mad. I was so bad.
Same here.
It just didn't make any sense. That doesn't stand to reason with the character, even later on. She doesn't kill Cyclops to my recollection. The
No.
Dark Phoenix, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Isn't he like one of the things that holds Jean,
Yeah.
like tethers her to the earth,
Yep.
basically? So you could already see this movie's already off to a bad start. They've already destroyed everything you knew and loved about the characters, and basically Brett Ratner wanted to do his own thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we didn't go to the.
The director, Brett
Let's
Ratner, famous
let's
for
just
Rush
go.
Hour.
Directed by Brett Ratner, famous for having a party that had underage children at it, and
Yes,
he
too.
got blackballed from Hollywood because of it.
Yeah.
He's a scumbag. Um, Also for taking advantage. I think he also took advantage of Olivia Munn. So there's
Yeah.
some others that he's not a good person. Simon Kim. It was written by Simon Kinberg and Zach Penn. Do you know them for anything
Nope.
significant?
Not at all.
Deadpool 3.
Okay.
Uh, One of them is the producer,
Okay.
Simon Kinberg, the producer on Deadpool 3.
Nice.
So that's a positive thing.
A little bit.
Yeah, he
Well,
produced
he
Deadpool
also
2.
produced Fantastic Four, so I don't trust him.
True, but he produced Deadpool 2.
Yeah,
I
he
got
did
it.
a little
He
bit
does
extra.
all of them, all the
All
Deadpool
the Fox
movies.
stuff.
So he's got a pass.
Oh yeah, he did a bunch of Fox stuff.
But yeah, but he's got a pass for me.
Yeah.
Days of Future Past I thought was okay. First Class I can't stand that movie. And Apocalypse I thought was okay. Logan, all right, bro. He gets a pass.
Yeah.
The other guy, let's see, Zach Penn.
He did Ready Player One.
Going through, he got some video game chops.
Yeah.
He's got some video game chops. I see he did Marvel. We were just talking about
Lego
Lego's Marvel
Marvel.
Avengers.
Yeah.
So there you go.
He wrote for the
That's a good
Avengers as
thing.
well.
He
The
did
movie
the Incredible Hulk, which was the good one out of the original. So that's good,
X
right?
two.
He did X2. He did X Men the official game. I kind of like. I don't like that game. He did Electra. He did
Yeah.
write Action Hero. So he's 50-50, I feel. He's 50-50.
He wrote
So
Inspector
take it.
Gadget.
He's 50-50. He's 45-50. 60-40.
Yeah.
60-40.
I don't forgive him. All right, he did Osmosis. Osmosis Jones.
I gotta watch that again. I can't tell you off the top of
The
my head
movie's
if that was
funny.
great.
It's funny.
It's
It's a
funny?
good
Okay.
movie. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So like again, there's a pedigree here, but like what they did with this movie story wise, I think was okay. So Mark, we saw X2, right?
Yep.
Remember, the main plot of that movie ended up being the main villain using his son, that was the mutant, to use like his spinal fluid or what have you, his brain fluid, to make something that basically stopped mutant powers.
Yeah.
So it's the president and them finding another way, I guess a more ethical way to do it. But here's the thing: the story to this one almost ends up being redundant.
Yeah.
Once again, little boy who has powers that can negate mutant powers is being used to make a cure to get rid of mutants. I don't know how often that happens in the story in X-Men, but for you to make two movies in a row with the same basic theme is kind of like
Yeah.
so already you're starting off on the wrong foot with me. Um, they try to have Magneto recruit fully to make his brotherhood, but it's made up of like just a ragtag crew of random ass mutants that have nothing to do with anything. They just happen to be ready to join Magneto. Um, there's they don't go through the work of giving them costumes. They all just look like generic people. There is something to them with this faction they have called the Omega.
Yeah.
So that's like a little sub story of those mutants. But honestly, it's basically them doing the Morlocks. They're trying to make upscale Morlocks because remember Callisto's here. She's the leader.
Yeah,
She has a
I
tattoo.
thought that's what I thought they were gonna be in the beginning when I first watched the movie. I thought they were gonna be the
hmm
Morlocks.
So they took the Morlocks and tried to make them a higher tier group, right? But then what that did was they just took all the characters and they just started making them whatever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's like you could have just made up people at that point. So there's a lot of this movie that's like, why did you even use the mutants' names? And then they
Um.
changed people's power sets. They gave Callisto super speed. Why?
Yeah, because they were like, oh, we could do this.
Again, they changed Spike from a young black teenager to like a buff ass, I don't know what he was, Polynesian, Spanish dude. I don't know. You can't even
Looks
tell. But
they're like Rock's cousin.
I'm just saying, why? When Spike was remember, X-Men Evolution was already a thing.
Yeah, that's true. That is
And they
true.
were already established characters. So you took a character who was established more prevalently in that era in Kitty Pryde and left her alone. But you took the other cast members who got established in that show and you said, I don't care about you and made them
Yeah.
whatever. So like it's a lot of this movie just has that stink all over it of them trying to, oh, we just want to make everybody cool. So it ends up not doing what I think could have been a decent X-Men movie. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It just ends up not doing it
Yeah.
justice because it's again it ends up being a Wolverine show.
Yeah.
He has to take charge because Professor X gets destroyed, but well, disintegrated by the Phoenix. Um, and that's basically how it goes. This is the story of Magneto basically using the Phoenix to destroy to his end. He wants to destroy all humans, obviously, and he uses their plot to cure people to sow like the seeds of dissent between even the mutants because he
Yeah.
wants them to be loyal to his cause.
Hmm.
So even if you're not on his side, he might still kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or use the Phoenix to disintegrate you. So that's kind of what it boils down to in the end. Um, I don't know who did you like anybody in this movie in particular?
The only thing I will say 100% was Kelsey Grammer as Beast. The casting of him was perfect. The guy, that's the only thing I could say that was a perfect casting. I actually liked that some of the casting choices. It's just that they didn't execute them at all. Like Angel, I like Ben
Mm,
Foster as an actor, but yo, you did nothing with him. Like he was just there to pose and show his wings, and that was it. He absolutely did nothing,
yeah.
nothing at all. Then you had Juggernaut. I liked Vinny Jones as Juggernaut. I thought he would have been. When I saw the casting for him, I was like, all right, that works because he's kind of that big behemoth kind of dude kind of shit. And then they made him look like a penis. He was running around penis. Like, did anyone like stop him? For like, yo, that helmet looks like a dick. Like, did anyone
Yeah,
stop that?
but
You know what's funny
also
too?
you
If
got
you actually look at one of the original designs, if you actually look at the art shit for like the designs of the costume, he actually had the full helmet.
um so what I think that is, Mark, is the fact that this is also during the if you're an actor, you got to show your face era.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's
And
ways
so
they could
that's
have
why
did.
he had an open face helmet.
There's the ways they could have did better than not look like a penis.
They also could have just gave him a full helmet and stopped playing around.
Yeah,
That's the other
that
thing.
too. That too.
And
Look
that
what they
is,
did to Deadpool.
and but you know what the funny thing is? I'll put that out on Front Street for this movie here. This movie was the prime example of what was wrong with superhero movies.
Yeah.
Like up until this time, it was purely Hollywood trying to cash in.
No, 100%. Yeah.
It wasn't a creative entity like Marvel trying to put these things on a big screen. It was literally Hollywood saying, let's get these famous people, stick them in suits,
Yeah.
not accurate suits, stick them in suits. I know they were so happy that Beast had that the X-Men at that time had that look
Yeah.
that kind of copied the movies. Remember the
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
suits with the gold
Yeah.
trim?
Yeah.
So
The
Beast was like the literal 100% accurate character in the movie because
That
he
was the
had the
best
outfit.
casting in this movie. That's the best part of this movie for me was Kelsey Grammer's Beast.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I like Ellen Page, Elliot Page as uh Kitty Pryde
Yeah.
again. Still,
Yeah. They were
the
good.
look and what they did in the movie,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
They didn't mess
Yeah.
them up at all.
Yeah. Elliot was good.
And to that end, I think the director probably had favorites for people, like certain people. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
characters that he wanted to be, characters and actors and actresses that he wanted to be in the limelight, in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Because again, some of the people who are at the same like power level or were on the team and stuff like that at that time, it's like, why are they bad guys?
Yeah.
Why are they generics? Why are they nobodies? Jubilee is the most egregious thing in all these movies. She's like the most Merc. I'm not even making this up.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, she's like one of the most popular X-Men characters because of the
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah.
And you never saw her in a movie do anything of significance.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's unbelievable to me.
How you like
So,
Rogue was like almost nothing of a character in this movie too.
but
She
yes,
had her parts, but she was barely in this
but
movie.
I will say for the story they were trying to tell, her part made the most sense because there's any character that wants to get rid of her powers, is Rogue.
Yeah.
So when they had that going down, where they had the lines of people crossing, who's gonna get this the treatment, and they were like, "We're fine. We're gonna be the X-Men." And Rogue was like, "Listen, man, I want to touch people.
Yeah.
I don't know what you know what that's like." So yeah, like it made sense for for her character. Like she was the 100% I could say her character was fine, protected, right?
Yeah.
But there's just is in this movie, just going through it. It has cool things. Magneto tearing up the bridge was awesome. Magneto stopping that convoy was cool. Like the Wolverine tearing dudes up at the end was all right. Um, I thought the funny thing with Juggernaut and Kitty Pryde was okay. The I'm the Juggernaut, bitch,
Yeah.
all that stuff and running through the wall and whatnot. Like there were moments, but again, they were peppered with like, yo, why you had to change so much? So
Yeah.
it hurts the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't forgive this movie for the scene that's in the house with Juggernaut that Wolverine just ate a punch.
Yeah, made no sense.
Like
No
he
sense.
got punched directly in the face and not move. But he was getting knocked up and down through the houses and through the building and shit like that. He ate a whole punch and that annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, yeah. Just again, it was literally you could just tell favoritism. Certain people just had things to happen in their favor. It was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that shouldn't happen. Wolverine should have been on the other side of the planet because Magneto should have flung him already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he should have just like melted him to like stuck him to a thing because he's metal. I'm like, oh look, you're right there.
Yeah. Instead, he just berates him and calls him trash and throws him into trees in the forest and leaves him. And it's just like, oh, come on, man, that's not getting rid of your one of your biggest problems. Stop it.
Yeah. All right.
And then look what happens. Who stops the Phoenix? The same guy you could have stopped a long time ago. So again, Magneto just wanted to lose.
Yeah.
He just wanted to have a fight. That's it. That's it. He just wanted to he this movie was secretly about Magneto and his dislike for the Golden Gate Bridge. I
There
said
you
it. There you go. So
go. What do you give this?
2.5.
2.5. So your 2.5s consist of Daredevil. That is
That's
all.
it?
Yeah.
Uh, this goes under Daredevil. I like Daredevil more than this one.
Yeah, there you go. So on the Daredevil.
Yeah, man.
Why is it not letting me add anyway? I'm gonna give it a 2, and it's going under. Where's my 2s? Yeah, it's going on the Bulletproof Monk. Why is this not letting me write anything? Anyway, uh, it's just not letting me write the damn thing, and it's getting me annoyed. All right, mine's. I give it a 2. This is no read only. Oh, fuck you. Anyway, our next movie for this cast will be Superman Returns. Sorry.
Okay. Just gonna go to sleep on this one. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, we get it out the way. That's all that matters, right?
That's true.
So Superman Returns is next week. We got this week. Zoom Academy is next week. Ghost Riders the following, and Spider-Man 3 ends the month of November.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right. I guess we wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we got a WordPress, so check it out. Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark with the mic. Follow our Spotify is the easy way to listen to us. Also follow our Facebook pages, the Wrestling Link and the Wrestling Bible pages. We are very active on there, so check those out as well. I'll give a little shout out to Popcorny Podcast, which is run by Tenacious T, which is also Toxic Wop and the Man of Many Names. That's just pop culture podcast. Definitely check it out. And if you message him, send him a middle finger from me. That's it. Peace out. Laters. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
'Cause he's hung.